Hey, still working on the car here. Putting the doors on. Decided to, thinking about it, somebody mentioned it. I'm gonna put the glass in last because it'd be easier, maybe. Anyway, adjusting the doors. It's a try till you just keep trying. I've been working on it maybe 2 hours now because it's a little bit at a time. But what made life easy, that mid-rise lift is the best tool I think I've ever bought. I don't know how I built cars without having, well, I know how I did it. You laid on your back and got crap in your eyes and everything else. And so my knees and back can't take it anymore. I bought that a few years back and I'm just about to say I've about wore it out. But it'll lift, another foot over that, and you can go around the whole car and do what you want. But what I do is I set the door, open it up just a little, set it on a stand so it's kind of balanced, and then just lift the car to line up with the hose. And then I make little tape marks because you can never really see how you're adjusting. And the adjustment you've got on these is on the inside of the hinge there, it lets the door do this. And here it's this. So open and close the gaps to line up on the bottom, and then line up here at the back. And one thing that happens, so after messing with it for about 2 hours, that's what I'm getting. And it's pretty damn close. I'm gonna stop for a while. The one thing, this was really wide to begin with. And again, some of these things just aren't perfect. So if you line up the seal gap and get it perfect, this had a huge gap here. And so if the bottom line is straight and this you can't move, you can't move this, you can't move that. If the bottom line is straight, then something's got to give one way or the other. You got to fudge it because it's not square. And what I did is, and what most people will do, is try to make this look good and that be close. I've actually got, it's close. I'll show you here. I mean, it's pretty good. I got a little more gap at the front, but you're talking a 64th or a 32nd. And then to get this gap, which is the one you're going to see all the time, that's where we're at on it. So that's that. Pretty simple. You hear about guys trying to adjust doors with the fenders on. Yeah, it's doable, but you've got to get a thin wrench, work it from the inside, come in from the inside there and reach these. And it's kind of a pain in the ass. You're better off, and that's the way it's done, is just line them up here to here. Once that's set, then you can put your fender wherever you want it too, because it's adjustable. You got adjustment, well, that's where the bolt goes and holds it. And then between that and the one on the bottom, you just make it fit the door. And then as you move forward, you make the front end fit the fender. And then when you get to the hood, if it don't fit, hit it with a hammer. No. It can all be finessed, and you have to come back, depending on how good you want it. You just keep messing with it, keep messing with it. And sometimes it's If it's not square, then sometimes you got to fudge. You got to choose to maybe between the fender and the door, or the nose and the fender, you may have to fudge one a little in and the other side a little too far out. But when you're talking a 32nd, a 64th of a gap at the front, that's not noticeable, and you can move it that far. But in your hood, maybe I said that backwards. If your hood gap looks really bad, so I'm going to exaggerate. You got an 1/8 inch at the front and a 1/4 inch at the back. Well, you need to open it up at the front or close the back. And by moving that stuff there, since you've already got gaps here, you're just not going to notice it. So you can set the hood on, leave the fender stuff loose, push it in a little. And on some cars, I've actually, and hopefully it won't happen, but you've got something, all this metal right here, you can actually bend this with your hand. Get back up here. If it's just not lining up at the top, you can give that a little kink in or out, but this one, I've already blocked it so well. I'll fudge it. I'll do what I need to do. But if you're doing them pre-paint, same thing up here. You can fudge these a little bit if it's just not lining up right, in or out. It's not as bad as my 51 Chevy truck. The way you adjust that, what I found works really good is, say you're not getting it, it's not closing up, or it's too tight here at the front. We just stick a 2x4 in between the hinges and then push on the door, force it. Obviously, you're not going to do it after you got one painted, but beforehand, you do what you got to do to get them straight, line it up a little bit. But yeah, that lift, that was money well spent right there. And we're going to go take a little break, and I said I got Tammy out here helping, and then we will put all this stuff back together. We'll work on the passenger door. Still hadn't decided if I want to just clear coat these or paint them red. And then I got the same issue over here on the striker. For some reason on this red, it's silver. That's the way it came. And with the black vent and then a little silver, it looks good. I mean, it's kind of got that new car look stuff, but I don't know. I still ain't decided. And all I'm going to do is pull them out one at a time and paint them, so it ain't no big deal there. But that's that. Just a quick look in here, because you ain't seen it in a while. And we'll do the passenger side when we get back. Goodbye. Okay, picking up on the mirrors, and man, they are so freaking smooth. I wish I didn't have to buff them, but you kind of have to. It's like even looking across here, man, they really turned out nice, but you can see like there's a little speck of dirt right there. There's just enough on them that better move that, because that's going to hit there. I can see, man, but you can just see the orange peel. So that, I'll probably work on these pieces and just do them, because the only thing I've got left after that are the fenders, the hood, and even when I did these, and they really came out nice. It's hard to even focus on it, but they're just little bitty. I mean, I could damn near get away with leaving that, but the rest of the car looks so good, I just can't. So probably for the next 2 days, And that's how long it'll take, damn near, just to do those. Turn the music on, man, and just polish away. And you got to be careful. If you burn through a freaking edge on the small stuff, it's irritating as hell. And now I'm starting to run. I think I got just enough paint to do the nose and the rear bumper, and that's all I've got left. I might even shoot, which I did on these two. I've got a half a gallon or a quart of some red from something, and I may even do that again, put a coat on, so it saves me. It's kind of like a base coat. It is base coat, but you know what I mean. Try and save that so I don't need, because this is a little transparent. This red, was it, shit, I forget the name of it. Anyway, it's a little bit transparent, so I probably got to get 3 coats on. And I don't, you know what I'm doing. Anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you after I'll get working on these. Okay, just a quick one. This is all polished and shot some satin black in here. Had to tape all this stuff off and make it where it'll look good. And I gotta decide, I can't remember if I should paint these screens black or leave them red. So if you know, let me know. And I still got to, I was waiting on the wheel spoiler welting because the welting I've got, there's a brand new roll. I don't know where it came from, but it was rounded and had the double-sided tape on it. I think I had it when I had some fiberglass spoilers, which are thinner. So whoever made this, I mean, it was brand new in a package. I just tossed it in the cabinet and figured I'd use it. Here it's been 2 or 3 years later. It don't fit regular original spoilers. So I had to order some of that. I think I got it from DNR. I just found it on eBay because it was the right shape. It said 70 to 73. I thought it was all the same, but it's exactly the same in the picture as the original stuff I cut off. East Coast Trans Ams, Restore a Muscle Car, everybody texted me and said they had colored, but none of it's the Mayan red. I think it was all Buccaneer red. So I'm guessing that's different because I got the blue and all that stuff. Plus, it's $100 for enough to do spoilers. And if you just buy the regular gray and paint it yourself, it's like $20 delivered. I mean, it's literally nothing, but I'll let you know if it had the right shape to it. And the painting part is easy. I get ready to do that. I'll show you how I do it. I don't do it while it's on the spoiler or the flare. I do it off and then put it on. And it's just, to me, a cleaner, finer edge. It looks better. And if it shrinks or pulls back and you had put it on the spoiler first, then you'll see the primer underneath. So I did it, spoilers all red, and then I'll just put the welt on. And the only thing I've came out of all these pieces is I've got to touch up. I can't even find it now. That's not it, that's just fuzz. There's a spot on there somewhere. Can't see it now. And then on the front spoiler, it got one little bitty, man, I can't find nothing now. Right there. Yep, that's me being, I just need to fill that with clear. And again, ain't that big a deal. I could leave it, but I know it's there. It's gonna bug the hell out of me. I want these things to be nice when we're done. And they do look good. So got that done, and now I'm just gonna throw some little things back on here. I think I may work on some of these because I'm waiting for the welting to get here. And then I want to paint, get the paint out of the way. And the only thing I've got left to paint then is the nose piece and the rear bumper. So that's that. I get back to it.